actually show it because here it is. This is what you have created. Well, I think you did this one. Is this the updated one you did?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
might
it gotta be. This is why we have the adoption roadmap,
Yeah.
because the adoption roadmap, pardon me, that mind mapping plan that we created should be in that folder. And if you like, we have this thing called auto nurture openers, assign and distribute leads. So it's
This.
auto-nurture openers on Google Drive.
All right. God, so many damn windows. I can't keep track of all this.
Junaid, can you make sure, please, that you share this auto-nurture, assign, and distribute leads document into the NA folder? Frankly, it should be in there already, brother.
It's there. It's in North America's folder.
Okay,
I'm
cool, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Yeah, you know what? You tell the truth. So sorry, bud. Yeah, so North American, Sean. If you go to that folder.
Yeah, I just gotta find it. I got 4 different folders.
Search your drive. Search your drive.
For North American.
One word, I think. 2 words, capital N in North and American. And you might have to do share with me, Sean. Space.
Do you have a space in yours? I don't know.
I do. I do. It's North American.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
All right, let's do this. Sean.
I actually have one. It's just it may be under this account, so I gotta look.
Not to be contrarian, but I think it's important that you know this folder, because this is how we're going to manage everything and keep from falling all over each other like Keystone Cops.
Yeah.
So
I had a folder.
There you go.
Well,
maybe that's yours.
This is my folder, though.
I'm going to write the syntax. It's Sean Elledge hyphen Makesbridge is the main folder. I'm typing it into GoToMeeting. Sean Elledge Makesbridge, and then a subfolder of that folder is North American.
I don't even get back to where I was at.
You have actually already pasted the link directly to the folder.
Yeah, so Junaid created the link to the folder.
I can't get to the damn window anymore. How the heck do I get to it?
Junaid, I want to have Sean know exactly where to find this within Drive, so as we work, and he's able to quickly see, like, okay, what's the status of the XYZ? He can go.
Here it opened up, and yeah, same thing I already had. Why is it opening up that window? So I've got a North American folder. Ideally, it'd be great if I have you guys in my folder. Otherwise, I've got 2 folders out there. I even have one for
If you want to share the folder to us, no problemo. Share it to Junaid and me, and then what we'll do is we'll move all the material we've been working on into that folder, not a problem. JAdams62. Yeah, don't use the Makesbridge address. JAdams62. It's misspelled.
What am I doing here? Okay.
Admis, yeah. 6-2.
Gmail?
Yes, please.
Junaid?
It's JUNAA. Sorry, it's Junaid as in double J and then double I. JUNA. No, Sean, it's
Well,
double.
all right, hold on.
It's.
Let's just start.
I'll share it with him. Just I don't think. Yeah, just there's a space in there. I don't think it's going to be valid. So take out that space after the M. Cool beans. Go ahead and send it. I'll have it. Right on. Thank you.
All right, so you've got access to all the North American folder now, and inside you got marketing automation folder, legal doc, invoices, email, contacts. You got access just to basically to everything. Contacts will be the ones that we'll load up into from our data.com account, and but we did have a. This isn't the right one. We did have a. What the hell is this one? We did create original folder on the lead gen piece here. So the idea was we were going to do outbound demand gen email campaigns. People who have opened them would then go into MakesBridge, but now it's more of a we're going to put contacts, very limited lists, verified lists into MakesBridge. We'll flag them.
Well, may I stop you?
Yeah.
So the outbound demand gen emails, we're running those out of MakesBridge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So all we need to do right now is we're still going to pull the recipients. Okay, so we're going to use all the openers we're going to put onto a nurture drip. So you see how that runs there, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're going to add them all into a nurture drip, and then we're going to score the recipients. Okay, so are we still going to score the recipients?
Yeah.
In other words, like anyone who clicks?
Yeah, absolutely. So,
okay.
And I can send over, Junaid, we're going to use the same, probably the score, same lead scoring that we did with IMA, but I'll confirm that, but it's going to be fairly basic. It'll be five points for opening email, 2 points for every web page, 10 points for a click, and then we may assign them some different points based on if they watch or go to certain pages or look at a particular download a particular asset. They have a calculator, a relocation calculator, in a video that explains it, but I don't know if that's part of the program yet because I'm not in charge of the content piece, so I can't tell.
Okay.
But I'll lay it out. It'll be pretty simple.
Okay.
So,
I think the most important thing right now is to get engaged with the scoring so people can see it and we can see it running and then iterate from there.
Yep.
In other words, we don't want to do paralysis by analysis and have to run it up the flagpole and wait 3 weeks before someone comes up with a single page or a yay or nay on that. Let's just rock it, get it going so they can see it and go, cool, how about? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not even going to include them in on it until after we've got some data to share, and then they can.
Okay.
And then once they start seeing the data, then we can say, hey, what do you think? Do these seem to be qualified? The ones that say contact me or respond, John, I'd like to talk to you. We've talked about those folks. Obviously, we have to route accordingly.
Okay.
But we had talked about putting all of these drips or all these behaviors into a Google Sheet that John can check once they reach a lead score. So the question would be, what does that Google Sheet look like? What data and information? I've never done anything like that before.
Okay.
So
Junaid, I think what we want to do here, and I'm sorry don't want to exclude you, Sean. So I think all we're going to do, Junaid, is set up a daily batch export. So make sure you're running the notes here, okay? And this ought to be part of your adoption plan.
Yes.
Task for the adoption plan, okay? So we're going to do an alert export based on the scoring criteria that Sean decides.
Okay.
Okay. So it could be anyone who, anyone whose score increases more than 5 points in the last 24 hours gets exported. Okay, and then Mia or the team upload it into the Google Sheet.
Okay.
And then that Google Sheet is going to be shared with this gentleman named John, and Sean, obviously, via Google Drive, which we're used to. We use it ourselves.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Hold on, Jay. I want to verify something there.
Right on.
So you're saying that the lead score has to climb by X before it gets flagged?
You can set any rule you want.
Okay, because
I'm not saying that. What I'm doing is I'm following the lead of openers added to nurture drip, recipients are scored. So whatever criteria you want, Sean, we can use.
Okay. Then I'm thinking once they reach a specific score. The question I've got now, though, is we want to push certain contacts at some point into their Salesforce CRM, and I assume it would be after John has seen the score report. He's verified these are the ones I want to be synced into Salesforce or uploaded into Salesforce so that they can track of the leads we've passed to those agents. They could track any opportunities that are a result of the program. Okay, now
what I recall is John was going to do a sort of a first blush pass, and then he was going to distribute. We were going to do a pick list of this. So here's what I want to do right now, guys. Right, this is the part of the whole process we're going through. Is we got the North America Sales and Marketing Roadmap. I'm looking at that document right now. Okay. I'm going to put it into GoToMeeting, all right? And what we're going to do is we're just going to set up the spreadsheet right now. I think we may have done this in the past, Sean, but who cares? It's just we're getting this in here now.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to go email, address, first name. We won't bother with spelling. Company, GPO, score. I'm just hacking.
Yeah.
Telephone. What else do we need, fellas?
Location.
Company. Location.
Yeah, they're probably going to need to know where they're at.
Okay. Well, are you feeding that data into our system?
Yeah.
Okay. Which, by the way,
that's for Jason. It's probably going to be address, city, state, zip.
Oh, so address, city, so location won't be its own field, correct?
Right. It'll be separated out.
Okay.
Obviously, it's going to take a while to refresh that piece. I don't know where you're at on this page, but I'll.
All good. I'm doing it right here.
Okay, cool.
Just refreshed it, or you could refresh it yourself. Okay, so this is our data model that we're working with right now. This is old hat for us, Sean. In other words, we use Datanyze, as you know, and we threw everything into Google Apps and all that. So now the other thing we want, now this is the thing that our pal John is going to be looking at. So this is where we want to give him a pick list, okay?
Right.
We're going to call it sales agent. Okay, so now we need to get the sales agents in a pick list to make it really convenient for him. So we got a data validation list of items, and it could be, I'm just we're going to need the list, Sean,
Yeah.
from John or Laura or Lauren of their agents. Let me quickly point out, you're busy, right? You're busy. So if you need us, okay, or Junaid to reach out, and if you want a task for us to reach out to them directly to chase all this stuff down, we're happy to help.
No, don't worry, I got this part. Okay, so we'll start building that sheet, and then I'm guessing you're going to, where's that sheet live?
We will move it into the folder that you just shared with me.
Okay.
Okay.
So I see you've got an adoption, situation analysis, you have adoption plan down here, and you have sheet 8. What is sheet 8?
Yeah, this was the one Jay was just adding.
Oh, is this what you just?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, now I see. Okay, now I got it.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to rename it. We're going to call it the NA data model. Are you cool with that term?
Yeah, fine.
Boom.
I don't know if they need zip. We may want to add it because they may be passing. So yeah, you might want to do an insert there on L.
Hey, because down the road when we get all sexy and fancy, Sean, we can do automated routing for them.
Yeah, right? And that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so let's add it in there. Keeping in mind, we're just trying to not overwhelm these guys and blind them with science. We're trying to keep it really palatable for them.
Yeah.
And then we can get fancy later. Okay. So this is in the North American folder. Now, again, this is just a scaffold for us, guys, right here, which is to say, Sean, we can create another folder for John to use, which is separate from this adoption roadmap, like if you don't want to have them accessing this folder, in other words.
Yeah.
So we can create a dedicated folder. Junaid, my friend,
yes, sir.
In the adoption plan, let's make sure we chase all these tasks, okay?
For sure.
Why don't I make it where we have our folder inside of here that's just marketing automation, or maybe it's just a MakesBridge folder here. I want to make sure I don't invite them to all this stuff so they see that. So we may have to create another folder. I don't know. I have to look at it.
Yeah, so we're going to assume that we got to have a separate folder for them for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. What I'm trying to make now is that we don't have anything slip through the cracks, right? So what I'm doing here, Junaid, okay, is we have our deployment and setup within 14 days. I'm looking at the North American Sales and Marketing Roadmap. I'm in the Adoption Plan tab. Okay, so what I want to do here is we've got our deployment and setup within 14 days, which is column C.
Yep.
All right, dude. What I want is on 32, we're going to have our list of tasks, right?
Okay.
And in our list of tasks, we're going to track all the tasks that we have associated. Oopsie. Pardon me, fellas. Just wait a sec. For each phase. So we're within the 14-day phase. What do we need? We need to have agent names for assignment from John. If you guys refresh, you can see that I've just populated C34.
Yeah.
The next thing we need is set up folder for North American, because that's going to be like their own little folder that no one else, they're not going to see Sean's stuff, right?
Correct.
So Sean, you can either do that. I'm going to do a comment in here, and in the comment, we're going to do an assignment. So Sean, you need to get the agent names, okay?
Yeah.
And again, I'm doing it as a comment.
Yep. I'll have it done today.
insert comment. Sean, you're responsible for setting up the folder. Okay. Junaid, you're going to do, the next thing we need to do is the spreadsheet for MQLs, okay?
Right.
Okay, and that's on Junaid.
I'll send over lead scoring.
Lead scoring rules is Sean.
Sean and Junaid.
Lead and setup, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of have it, yeah?
Yep.
Junaid and Sean. Okay. Okay.
All right, so we check. Junaid, I don't know if you've got a way to check, but you should have the script should be on the North American site now.
Yeah, I can check.
And we may also want to check the domains to make sure, see if the DKIM and SPF records have been configured.
I can check that as well. Yeah, but please, I think I don't have the domains, so maybe you can put them in the GoToMeeting. I'll just pick them from there.
How's that? Okay. I know North American's been done. I just don't know these. You see that okay?
Excellent. Yep, I see it. Junaid, it's in the GoToMeeting chat.
Yep, thanks.
Okay, boy. We need to get lists uploaded.
Yep.
Okay, so do you want to just get that off to Junaid, or do you want to like play with the system and learn a little bit to do it yourself? We can go either way.
Well, I'm still working on the list, so I'd probably why don't I complete the first couple lists, like the GPO list, and then when I have that done, then I'll connect with Junaid and we can do it together so I can get familiar.
Okay, right on. So I'm going to insert a comment for that. It's going to be Sean and Junaid. Cool. Okay. Now, again, the data model is what you'll use for the upload. So all the fields that we have in that NA demand gen data model is what to do, except for the sales agent, because we won't have them assigned yet, right?
Okay.
Which again, we don't want to, go down any rabbit holes right now, right? But there may be some possibility, we know, where they already have, they may find a contact or a territory that's already assigned. We can roll with that punch when we come to it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Cool beans. Love it when things start to take shape.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
Man,
that's why we want to be here for you and help you as much as we can.
I appreciate it. Is there anything, Junaid, that you need to discuss more, like the actual routing of the way these are going to go and the CRM integration? How do we want to tackle pushing these? We might not even want to integrate it. It might wind up just, I don't know. I'd like for them to be able to keep the lead score visible within Salesforce, but I need to talk to Laura, probably figure out how she wants to handle that.
Okay, so we'll have that as a task, and that is what you're saying, like see reports in Salesforce?
Yeah.
Okay, now remember that they're not going to see anything in sale. I mean, they can install MakesBridge in Salesforce, no problemo, right?
Yeah.
And they can access any part of our tool. But again, when she sees people like in this list in the demand gen phase of things, she'll be able to see emailing, but a lot of these people may not be in Salesforce yet.
Exactly. So I'm almost wondering if just having the window and the integration done, but not, you know what I mean, keeping everything inside of MakesBridge until, you know, they reach that criteria, then they get moved over into Salesforce. Is that the way we do it?
Pretty much. I mean, that's the whole shin kicker dichotomy thing that you and I strategize about, Sean.
Yeah.
It's use the wing, right? Use the shin kicker sort of mechanism to find out who's raising their hands first. Then we take the data and we upload it into Salesforce. When do we do that? Well, we do it when John has assigned people. That's what my take on it is. So if you refer back, I'm sorry?
Okay, I think that works. I think at some point they're going to want to remove John from this process, so we'll just have to, we'll just change that at that point.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage of the game, we see that goal line, or that first sort of milestone, and we're just charging towards it as fast as we can, and whatever comes with that next milestone, we'll deal with it, right?
Yeah.
So for right now, we're using this diagram, auto nurture openers and assign and distribute leads. We're using this as our first goal line or first milestone.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Let comments and iterations come, but let's focus on this, right? So we have new lead alerts are distributed to agents according to John's assignment rules. So that's where the syncing is coming in. So Janae, this is for your edification, and it's a refresher for you, Sean. The way this rolls is that John is going to go into the spreadsheet. He is going to choose what agent is assigned. We are syncing with the Gmail account, okay? And we're finding out every single day who John has assigned. And then as soon as that assignment is made, MakesBridge will know to alert the rep.
Let me ask you about this as well. That means John's got to be logging in into this Google Doc or this
the
Excel.
Spreadsheet, yes.
Yeah, the Google spreadsheet. So, is there a way to remind him to log in, or is there a way to remind him when we push something new?
Yeah, that's Jim. May I?
Yeah, dude, go for it.
Right. So, say in the adoption plan, that's where I listed that we need as soon as we load an MQL into the doc, we should be able to send an alert to John where he basically knows. Okay, so we can do that part. I also want to add something to what Jay just mentioned, that as soon as something is assigned to a rep, MakesBridge will send out an automated alert to the rep. So for that part, Jay and Sean, not only we need the agent's name, but we would also need agent's email address.
Cool.
Yep.
So let's go back to the data model, and we're going to say that we need to have sales agent phone, just because. Oh, we don't have to. We don't want to make more work for John. Let's just say sales agent email address.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you, Junaid. That's a great catch. Thanks, brother.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm updating this. So now let's talk about the alerts, okay, guys? So this is real simple. I mean, we can do it where when we send the batch, when MQL people are sent, Sean?
Yeah.
So we're going to do it every night as soon as a bunch of people add the MQL. So we can do it one of two ways. The first way is we can have John get an alert from the system to say a bunch of people were added into Google Drive. okay?
Yeah.
Like an email to him. The other way to do it, which I think will be shitty, but I'm going to propose it anyway, is that whenever anyone becomes MQL worthy, he gets an email from the system. I say it's shitty because I think it's just too much. He's going to hate it.
Well, let's. I don't know how many we're talking. How many alerts? I don't think it's much, but.
My concern is to give them the choice.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then again, if they take it, then it's going to get confusing. He's going to go, oh, I have an alert about this person. I don't know. Maybe there is a pro to it, because he can go before he even goes into the Google Sheet. He can see who that person is and know who he wants to assign them to. So that could be a plus of doing a real-time alert.
All right, I'm making some notes here.
I'm going to update this. I'm updating the auto nurture openers diagram. It currently says John checks assigned leads. I'm going to put an intermediary step in there. Where we're going to alert John.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you want to do like a 5-minute session with John on this, John, real quick, you know, 2 options. A, we send you a batch of everybody who we're going to be loading into the Google Sheet so you can assign them.
Yeah.
So at least you know like how many people were added. Okay, and you're going to get those as they occur, and you're going to get them. You're going to get that email at like 3 in the morning every morning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's choice 1, John. Second choice is, if you would prefer, we could send you a real-time alert whenever someone becomes qualified, and we'll include their contact information. Okay, the pro of the first scenario is you're not getting henpecked all day about like who's just become qualified. Okay. The downside is, you know, you're not able to necessarily make some assessments in real time about these individuals before you go into the sheet, right? So you decide what would work.
The more apparent downside, Jay, sorry to interrupt, but the more apparent downside is that the amount of time. So if someone was to reach an MQL status, you're not reaching out to them or reconnecting with them for a day. So I think we may have to break that up. There may be a contact us now, which would bypass all of this and go directly to John. Is what I'm more. Yeah, I think
that's fantastic. I'm just looking at the diagram.
Yeah.
So if you want to, and we do that, Sean, we bifurcate based on, like with other clients, based on either a visit to a high-value page, which a contact me now would be the same thing. Those are real-time alerts. The other way we do it is if people click or do like some traditional lead scoring, become warm enough, those get batched every day.
Yeah. Yep, I think that's probably that way he's going to want to go. So we just need to promote that.
I'm going to take an action item. To update this diagram.
Okay.
To basically, it's going to be alert John about MQLs, and then I'm going to have like a little decision flow.
Yeah.
It's like if high value, e.g., you know, contact me or whatever. Yes, real-time alert sent to John. No, MQL, you know, sent in batch. Okay, the whole idea here is notification. That's the one key word, notification to John.
Yeah, that's it.
Whether it's
all right.
Okay.
We're on on the same page. I gotta drop off. I got a call in 3 minutes.
Okay.
So I'll get on my action items, and I'll circle back with you, Junaid or Jay. Jay, I don't need to get you involved until I need to. I can work through Junaid. So
I just want to make sure it's no trouble at all. I just want to make sure these first few ones go like super duper smooth.
Yeah.
It's the best way for you to understand the resources that are available to you. Plus, my head kind of like gets to get involved too. Maybe you learn a couple things from the way we do it.
Yep.
You know, versus kind of taking your instruction. Let's add some value to this whole process.
Yep.
Right on. So before you go, your boy in Kansas City, do you want to get an account set up for them today, tomorrow?
I got to get a contract signed first. I want to see if this happens, and we'll have a conversation about it this afternoon. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
man.
buddy.
Thanks, bud.
Hey, thanks so much, man.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks, Sean.